Morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all our participants in the EdQueries e-learning video today. So the first video was about inferencing, and we all are glad to know that you liked our video. You appreciated the efforts we have taken. So this one, I'm continuing again, which is called WH questions. It can be called a prerequisite to answer inferencing questions. Inferential questions are used generally with older kids, I told you. But before we reach the children to that stage, we generally start with the WH questions, or the what, who, where, when, why, how, all these kind of questions are taught to the children. So why is WH question so important? So let's go back a little. When a small child is born, you know, you would have seen the curiosity that child has once it starts, looking around in the world, starts crawling around. He will explore each and everything. That right? That's how nature has made him. That's how the nature teaches the child, builds his world, and that initially the child learns everything through his five senses. So you'll find a child picking up something, tasting it, putting it in his mouth, knocking it, banging it against a wall or the floor to hear its sound, or feeling it continuously. So here the child is using all his senses. There is a curiosity in his mind to know what this thing is. What can we do with it? How does it taste? How does it smell? Right? And this is how we as human beings learn and acquire knowledge in this world. So once the child is little verbal, I mean, all those toddlers who actually pester their parents by, what is this? How is this done? Why should I do this? What should I do with this? You know, and the parents would at times say, oh, come on, stop asking so many questions. But these questions, this makes us different, this makes mankind unique, because we have a curious mindset. We are not satisfied with what we just see, and we want to learn more. And this process happens till birth, from birth till death. So without any further delay, let me go to our games. So we have also designed games with WH questions, and as we keep saying, our EdQueries website is a library of games. So every time, when we keep on adding, every time you will visit the site, you will see something new, because we keep on adding games. Even in the pre-existing games, we keep on adding different levels, which would be very apparent right now when I'll be showing you the WH questions. So let's get started to our WH questions. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so how to reach WH question? As usual, you just need to go to all courses. See, there are a list of courses with very clear demarcation. I'll go to English. It's in English. And then again, we have levels with descriptions. So WH questions comes in English level 2. So let me go to English level 2, the WH questions. So again, if you see, there is picture comprehension, and here is WH questions. So the first thing in WH question is what, right? What is this? Mankind wants to know. We all want to know if we see something new. Remember, I talked about schemas. Schemas are the previous knowledge we have in with us, and whenever we see something new, our brain tries to match with that information and tries to assimilate whatever is available with the new information it sees, and comes to a conclusion. Okay, this could be this, or this is the problem, this could be the situation. A very simple example, you go to New Zealand and you see the bird kiwi, right? You do not know the name of the bird. But you are familiar with the features of the bird. So the mind is, as I said, curious. It'll try to know what is it. But if you see, it has features of a bird. It has a beak, it has wings, right? So definitely the brain identifies it as a bird. You may not know the name, but you know the category it belongs to. So that is how we acquire new knowledge also in this world. So here we designed WH questions with first the basic objects, what is it? What do you do with it? Or uh, what is it used for? So let's go to the first game.
In this game, read the question and
See,
select the
the
correct
first
answer.
question itself
You
starts
touch
with,
the
you
word
see a mango. The
together.
child knows a
Then
mango,
click submit.
and he
What
just
is
has to
this?
identify a category. And when we start when we special educators start with WH questions, we initially start with the fruits, the animals, the vehicles which are around them, the child has experienced. So it is easy for the brain to acquire the new knowledge which is presented. So here, by this time, we assume that the child knows this is a mango and knows it's a fruit. And even if the child doesn't know, see, don't be scared of the child going wrong. There is always an opportunity to teach. And whenever you are introducing computer games, we special educators would suggest you introduce these things in concrete first. By concrete, I mean show them the real object, show them even the toys made of this. Like you can show a real mango, you can show a toy mango, then you can show pictures of mango, you can show a black and white picture of a mango. So this is how you will generalize. Most of the time our children do not generalize. Once they see something somewhere, it doesn't automatically come to them to generalize the same thing in different scenarios. So this is very important to develop their visual intelligence. How does a thing look in two-dimensional? How does a thing look in three-dimensional? How does it look in black and white? How does it look in a shadow? That's how you are teaching the brain to grow. You're creating new neural pathways for the child. And this we have to do. This will not come automatically to the child. What once you create that pathway, the brain, as I said, has the innate capacity to match the new information with the old one it has and come to a new consensus or a new answer. So here it is a fruit, and I submit
Good
the
job.
answer.
What is in the box?
A direct question.
A cat. Good job. What is this?
Again, another direct.
Good job.
We've included verbs also here, because in what questions you can include both the nouns and the verbs.
Drinking. Good job.
And
What is this?
If a child doesn't know a crow or different bifurcation,
A crow.
You can tell them, see, this is a black bird and it's called a crow. And supposing I choose a wrong answer here.
This is a crow.
See, the game itself answers and tells the child
the next one.
Child what it is.
What is the boy wearing?
Now I'll go to the next level of our what questions. Here, what we have done is we have taken, there are
in this game
two answers, and we have taken features, functions of a object.
Then click submit.
So here we are using a little bit of cognitive intelligence of the child. We are making the child think. That is something which I, as a special educator, always love to do. I want my children to think and come up with answers, not just rote learn and copy paste everywhere. So by this time, when my child is doing such a game, he knows features like soft. He knows a lot of vocabulary has developed. And vocabulary, my dear parents, is an unending journey. I mean, every day at whatever age you are acquiring new knowledge. So there is no dearth, there's no end to it. So even if the child doesn't know, I always tell, please teach the child. So here there are two things which are soft. So there are two answers. Many a times children will always choose one. And I have to tell them, no, see, there is another one which can fly. So a sparrow and a parrot is there.
Good job.
Best part, we are giving audio also in these games, So the child is learning new things. He learns a sparrow, he learns a parrot. And again, see here, we have used black and white image just to make the child think and imagine. So banana obviously is yellow. A flower can be of any color, but it is also yellow.
Good job. What all can swim?
So
Crocodile. Cropped fish.
The properties
Fish.
of name.
Good job. What all can be read?
Another
Straw-
color-based thing we have taken.
Strawberry and apple are red.
So sorry, I got a wrong answer for
Let's try
here.
the next one. What all can be hot?
Again, the
Sun.
feature, something which can be hot. So
Sun,
this
ice
kind of
cream,
questions are
sun.
tackled in this game. And we have other types of games also. Now, see, here the function. What do we do with it? So we eat and you can check the answer is correct. I'll take another one here. What do we do with it? So we sleep on a bed. So there are a lot of games in this category also. See, the next one I have in this WH question is which this one is one of my personal favorite because again here I am making the child, imagine a situation which he has faced earlier and he just has to apply whatever knowledge he has learned to come up with an answer. So the child here knows which is big, okay? Big and small has been introduced on tabletop by the special educator or parent. And usually when we give big to a child, we will draw a big ball and a tiny ball, and then the child is asked to circle the bigger one, right? So once we have done a lot of such things, now if you notice here, we have chosen things which the child sees every day in his life. So here there's an apple and a watermelon, but the difference here is, the difference here is they are in the same size in a picture. In a picture, we have not, shown apple smaller than a watermelon. So we actually want the child to go back to his memory and think which can be bigger. So obviously the answer here is watermelon. And in the next question itself, I've taken the apple and then the strawberry, and then again asking, we are asking the child which is bigger. So apple is bigger. It has come as correct. Now see the difference. So all the three fruits are together and we are asking which is the biggest one in this, right? So actually, making our children think and go back and retrieve. See, if the child is not able to do these things, inferencing or problem solving, a language, the to and fro conversation of language will also be tough. The child will not be able to do it because language relies a lot on visualizing what we say. When I talk to you and I ask you, okay, what is, how can I reach the mother dairy nearby? You can immediately visualize the whole map. You get out of the house, you turn left, you turn right, there is a park there, go straight down the park and you will reach mother dairy. So I have visualized the whole route in my mind. Now, to trigger this imagination, we have to take small baby steps with our children, and these baby steps can be taken only when we give them things which they know, they have seen. And this is how one of the principles of teaching in special education is from going from known to unknown. So these are known things to the child easily can visualize an apple. If not, bring it to them, show it to them, show an apple, a watermelon and strawberry, and then they will be able to identify, okay, the watermelon is the biggest of the lot. Similarly, another example I'll take in this. See, day-to-day things. A car and a bus, which is bigger. So obviously the bus is bigger. Which is the biggest? Which is the biggest? So all three have come together. So see what beautiful way to make our children think, to make them imagine a lot of stuff which they have seen and then apply it here. Moving on from this, we will go to the who questions. So I'll check the first, this one.
In this game, read the sentence given above.
So here,
then read the question.
the question
and
is here in for a bigger child, Like
Then
if
click
you
submit.
see, there's a
Read the
simple
sentence.
sentence. I saw a black cat.
I saw a black
The
cat.
computer also reads
Who
it out.
saw? Who
And
saw the black cat? I. Excellent. Read the sentence. Pig.
the dog is big.
Who
Who
is
is
dog? Excellent. Read the
Similarly,
sentence.
in this, we also have picture-based games also for our younger ones. So always give pictures, give a lot of visuals to the children, parents,
In this game,
because
select the
what
correct
happens is
picture.
first to visualize a picture has to be in front, and this is how you will delay the
Then click
inherent
submit.
processing delays
Who
in
is running?
autism. So start with picture and then go to sentence one. So by the time you are, going to the sentence questions, you are fairly sure that your child is able to visualize a lot of things. So it's a step-by-step process. It takes time, but the children do reach that level also. They are easily able to do that kind of question. So here, who is running?
Good job. Who is brushing?
Who's brushing?
Good job.
So this game is there. And if I go to game 2 of this,
In this game, select the correct picture.
so see, now we've taken our community helpers here.
Then click submit.
And we've given 3 options so that the child can easily identify, and with picture he can match. So who treats us when we are sick? Karthik, darwaza kholo beta.
Good job. Match.
That's my son. Uh, who cooks food in a restaurant? So picture very clearly tells them who cooks, who helps, doctor or nurse helps. So
Good
this
job.
game is also
Match.
important, which it gives them a revision of their geography, community helpers, and environmental studies rather in the younger classes. So now from here, we can go to the next set of questions. Where questions?
In this game, click on the correct
So
answer.
where
You may
questions
touch the
actually
words
deals
to
with
hear
the
them.
prepositions. So
Then click submit.
now prepositions are very important for
Where
children
is the
because
cat?
in a sentence, a basic sentence comprises of a noun, a verb, a preposition, right? So some action happening, somewhere it is happening. So or later on, yes, when did it happen? How did it happen? Why did it happen? So all these things come. So once you've taught your children prepositions, and here I mean actually on tabletop by placing things on top of a book, under a box, inside a box. So all these when you do, and the child is fairly comfortable with the prepositions, you can introduce games and worksheets to children, right? Which is very easy to identify. So always start with concrete because that gives a very clear image in the child's mind. And it is very easy for a child to from a concrete to coming to an abstract is how the brain works. So whenever we design games, whenever we design worksheets, whenever we design even an activity with a child, the basic thing a special educator needs to do is to make it as simple as possible so that the child gets it and slowly increase the difficulty level. So that is why we say we go from simple to complex, from concrete to abstract. So here, where is the cat? It is
On
on
the
the
chair.
chair.
Good job. Where is the dog? In the box.
So
Good
this
job.
kind of games will, make
Where is
the
the
child come up with a lot of, a variety. It gives a lot of vocabulary. It makes the child learn new concepts. I always tell, I mean, whenever you show a picture, you can, always explain a bit. See, this is a restaurant scene. Where is the, lady? Is she behind the table or on the table? So,
behind the
and
table?
if you notice, most of the time, I mean, 90% of the time we ensure the
On the
options, the options which we give are so different that the child gets it as easily as possible.
Behind the table.
So
Behind. Good job.
now
Where is the
the
cat?
last question, set of question here we have taken is why questions. Why questions have been taken in detail in our comprehension game. Now if you notice here, right now we have
In
not
this
put any
game,
pictures. It is a
read the
simple
sentence
statement. The
given above,
child
then
reads
read the
and he
question
gets two options.
and select
Like
an
he is very
answer.
sad. Why is he sad? Because he
Then
got hurt,
click
because he
Submit.
is happy. So
Read the
again,
sentence
if you see the second option given, you know, reduces the error mechanism to a minimum level and the child is able to get it. So
because he got. Excellent. Read the sentence
the cat ran away. So
because he.
now here, if you notice, inferencing comes into picture. So you have taken inferencing course there, you have helped the child to think, and here you come up with statements which again will help the child to think, but without any picture. So you can go to our inferencing games, you can go to our picture comprehension, then you can come here in the why questions and make the child do sentences without any pictures also. So this is how it's a litmus test to know how much your child has acquired, how much your child is able to visualize. Even if he's not able to visualize, then you can ask question like, what is a cat scared of? So obviously cat is scared of a dog. So that could be the reason he ran away. So always be ready
Because.
to help the child. Don't think,
Excellent.
oh, what if he
Read the
gets it wrong?
sentence because.
So the baby cried loudly because she suddenly got up.
Because. Excellent. Read the
So
sentence
these are some of the games which we have, in our WH series or of questions. As I keep saying, this is a library of games. We are adding and adding new games with lot of different levels, so that each and every child gets a chance to explore our EdQueries website and learns from it, because that is the reward we look for. The happiness we see in the child's face when he completes the game, when he gets those stars or excellent, is makes this whole journey much more worthwhile, and we always feel good about what we are doing. So thank you so much. Do visit our website at queries.com to know more about the games. Feel free to contact us. The details would be given in the description of this video. Thank you so much.